Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Lightwork with Amanda, and this week we're going to talk about some of the volunteering events that I participated in last month. So this organization is called the Billion Oysters Project. Through this program, they want to introduce 1 billion oysters to help clean the waters, because these oysters act as filter feeders and they help clean the waters and the waterways of New York by just being themselves and eating all those toxins. What I love most about the Billion Oysters Project is that it provides education on the biodiversity within our waterways. It also has great community engagement with other public school systems and supporting STEM programs, and it's a great way to get outside and learn about these oysters. And no, you cannot eat these oysters. All right, let's get into it. So we took the ferry from Lower Manhattan down to Governor's Island. That's where one of the main locations are for this project. So our guides were amazing. We were lucky enough to meet some of the actual workers that support this project, really educational, showed us the purpose of those piers, what goes on, and we were actually able to look at a trap and see what gets caught, either if it's a current oyster or maybe some old shrimps that live at the bottom of these waters. Here are those reefs that they create and those oysters live in to help improve that biodiversity of the waters. All right, so now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the actual work and why we're here to help support. All right, so these are all the shells that were cleaned and shucked, no guts, which is great, and it helps with the smell. We had to dump them into that container there and then spread them out. You see how many shells are there? It's also really hard to shovel, rake, whatever these old shells are, but these are going to be repurposed and reused again to help the waters. So you kind of just did this over and over again. Make sure that those crates were the right weight so the container contains the correct amount of oyster shells. And there we are, dumping them and spreading them out, making sure it's a nice smooth pile. So I was looking to switch locations and stations, so I decided to get into some of the action. Lift up this crate. It's about 30 pounds-ish. You go over to the weigh station, make sure it weighs that appropriate 30 pounds, 35 pounds, and then you dump it into the crate. She's having a good time. Okay, so now once those crates were weighed, again, you take them and you get into the shipping container, which I actually have never been inside of a shipping container before. Also, keep forgetting how heavy 30 pounds is because I am weak. So you go in and you dump it. It's crazy that people used to make homes, or maybe they still do. They make homes out of these shipping containers. But either way, here we are, and you dump it, grab another crate, and repeat the process. Overall, it was such a great day. Love supporting a great cause and being outside in the sun. It was just an overall great experience, and I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. So if you see a little sign that says waterways or waters supported or being cleaned by the Billion Oysters Project, just remember that it's local, and we are getting the New York waters cleaner, 1 oyster at a time. That was a little light work with Amanda. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Love your comments. Really appreciate you guys still tuning in, and I will see you next week with my other volunteer event.